What's it like up here in the press box?
What's that?
So what's it like in the press box?
I can't help you.
Keep talking. What's it like in the press box?
Oh, it's very beautiful.
You like it up here?
Oh, no doubt.
There's only a few of us, you understand me. We looked around lately.
Hey, not only that, though, but me and you, since we got of a different color, we got like primate seats, man.
Well, they ain't got my name on the seat, but official.
Yeah, but you get next to me. I'm official, so you're next to me, my brother.
Yeah.
It's about time they show us a little bit.
All right, so there it is. It's the Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The Raiders just taking the lead with 30-24 and 13-25 left in the fourth quarter. Over here with my man. What's happening, man?
Hey, man, I'm just looking at this beautiful Raider comeback, man. Very beautiful comeback.
You like what you see out here in the Raider team?
Yeah, man, I like their resiliency.
Resiliency. Is that a new word for you?
Resiliency, yeah. Look it up. That's what the Raiders are doing, resiliency.
So what they got to do here is a 30-24, 13-25.
Defense got to show up. Defense show up, they get the W.
All right, but we look for that W and make it 10-2 with the Raiders and hanging with New England. So we'll see what they're going to press you.
Yeah.
Another incomplete pass. So it's going to be fourth down. The Raiders defense hold and they get the ball one more time. So can we run the score up on them?
That's right.
Tell me you're going to get out of here soon.
That's right. I couldn't leave in about the next 5 minutes.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't speed. Don't text and drive. You know all the rules.
Never that.
Raiders. We a nation of Raiders. It's a nation of Raiders. We a nation of Raiders. It's a nation of Raiders. We a nation of Raiders. It's a nation of Raiders. We a nation of Raiders.
What's it like in the pit from your point of view?
Well, the pit to me is very tough. I think if you notice from my toes on up, I have my shoes are covered with wax, so my toes don't get stepped on that much, and it's a very tough atmosphere down there.
You seem to take on this leadership role. I remember there was a particular incident where one of the star running backs wasn't running through the hole, and you kind of got upset with him because you wanted him to run through the hole, so I guess he can get a little tougher. Where did this leadership role, how did that all come about?
Well, I don't look at it as a leadership role. I just kind of, I have the problem with putting my foot in my mouth sometimes, I just voice my opinion. And you just got to work hard and just get in the books, your playbook, and watch film and know what you're getting yourself into every week.
In addition to that question, what is the mentality like of an offensive line?
There's one word right here. Anything that you can think of. Anything that you think of, you can achieve it. If you achieve it, then you were supposed to have it. If you don't achieve it, that doesn't mean you weren't supposed to. It means that you did something wrong along the way.
What's it take to become a good athlete?
I think, part of it is definitely God-given talent is one, and then the other one would have to be the desire and work ethic to put something on top of that.
Can you explain to our viewing audience exactly what iSports is and what it does?
Well, iSports basically has three major components. The first component...
Well, first of all, as far as the focus is concerned, every time you go into a different situation, you have to visualize yourself in that situation. You sit down, you have a game plan, you figure out which way you're going to go about doing it.
What is your concept on taking advantage of perks?
I think a person, especially at a young age, a child's age, say early high school days, should test him or herself in every way possible, whether it's through education, whether it's through sports, whether it's through community service.
So can you explain to our viewers actually what the responsibility of a strong safety is?
Well, the strong safety responsibility, it varies from defense to defense, from play to play. In our defense, I play like a linebacker a lot of times. That's why I'm weighing about 225. I'm up there in the box area. The box area is where you got your front four defensive linemen.
It's where they could just take something and maybe they could hold on to it and make them a better person in life.
I think one thing that I would like to say is, just like I said about getting your education. That's something that I look back on now, and if I was in high school right now and I could do it all over again, I would concentrate more on my education and doing those things.
If it's a man-to-man and I have help over top, they know I'm going to be underneath. Those are the type of things that allow the defense to be more productive, allow players around you to be better. And when we talk about leadership, things like that, that's what think about as leadership.
But you have a key role. You're like a key special teams player for both of you gentlemen. How does that work coming from a major, I'm going to say a major college, and getting all this playing time? How do you adapt? Because a lot of times high school students come out of high school. Explain to our viewing audience what happened there.
Well, 1997, 1996 where it started, I signed back to St. Louis Rams as a free agent. Everybody know that's where I'm from.
Well, let our viewers know that, just all women just aren't, airheads, so to speak, that's a Raiderette, or cheerleaders in general.
That's right. Actually, a lot of girls in the squad have their degrees, and actually master's degrees. I myself am a graduate from Cal. I graduated in 1994 with a bachelor's in social welfare.
In the pros, they'll give you a book and say, here you go, learn it. And that's when it come in, like, your teachers and stuff in high school and college trying to show you what's best and trying to guide you towards that, because it's a responsibility out there.
Most definitely. Now, being a defensive lineman, what keeps you motivated, man? 'Cause I know it's not the most glamorous position in the world. You're down there in the pit all the time. What keeps you motivated as a player?
Life is never easy as far as playing college and football goes. I mean, it's always a struggle. You have a lot of great athletes from all over the country. I ended up having to try linebacker at one point in spring ball. I switched to the defensive side of the ball. I competed with some great fullbacks.
This is not what I dreamt of doing when I was in high school and even when I was in college. All I wanted to do was get an education, get my degree from Notre Dame, and go back home and work.